106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The sonic pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world-famous K-Rock.
Oh, hell yeah. Welcome to your K-Rock on a Wednesday morning. We are Klein Ally Show. Nice to meet you. My name's Klein. That is Ally.
Hello.
Back from the dead, DJ Omar Khan.
Hey, what's happening?
Alive and almost well again.
Yeah.
Recovering from, he believes, some sort of flu, but who knows at this point. There's something going around, and people got it.
Something very pukey going around.
Yeah.
Oh, is it pukey? Omar, were you pukey or no?
I didn't know. I was just body achy and couldn't get out of bed.
I just felt weak.
Or maybe you had your period, Omar.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was.
It was just a heavy flow day. You know, we can have those days off now.
That's Jake the Nerd over there, and then you got in the back room, also known as the Chicken Coop, producer Vanessa and Postmaster Johnny. Together, we are Klein Ally Show. You can listen to us on KROQ, of course. You're doing that right now, or watch us on YouTube as we are streaming there. You can find us and join the very welcoming NetBanger community that has a whole separate chat happening during the show. Ally, you know, we were talking yesterday about this concept of people that listen to us in the car and then also have to drive passengers, and how sometimes that can be very bad for the passengers or their driver rating. And then there's this story.
Guys, I don't know what it is, but this show is freaking, it's amazing every day, but today, I don't know if it's because, so I did 38 days of not drinking alcohol, and I broke the seal yesterday, so I don't know if I'm in a different mood today, but I am a Torrance Connect driver. It's like an Uber for the city. I'm driving through the city, laughing my ass off, looking like a crazy person right now. I cannot play your show while I have passengers, so I have to switch it up and put freaking coffee house radio and then switch right back to you guys because you're obviously amazing, but can be a little bit too much to some passengers. Keep doing you, man. You guys are f***ing awesome. Oops, did I just cuss?
Well, sorry. Enjoy your coffee house radio. While we cannot be on, sometimes we're not acceptable, suitable, Ally, for the general public.
But don't do coffee house radio. Everyone knows you do the wave in an Uber.
That's right. Support the station down the hall here. Throw that wave on.
Well, if we're too much, they are the perfect alternative.
I agree with that. Lincoln Park now. Show continues next. K-Rock. K-Rock, we are Klein Ally Show. If you'd like to win a spot on the standby boarding list, travel to Lisbon and see the recent Grammy-winning band known as Turnstile. Just keep listening. We'll give you a chance this morning. A couple chances, actually, to get on that standby boarding list, so just be ready to call. We'll also get you to Paleyfest. This time, you will get to hang out with the cast of Nobody Wants This. That's right, the Netflix hit show. We will get you into that panel where you get to watch, I think, episodes and talk to the cast. It's all happening at Paleyfest. And we'll get you into a world premiere of Crime 101. That's all happening this morning. Question, Ally, because I know as El Cheapo, you will probably approve of this move. But a lot of TVs are being purchased this week, particularly because of the Super Bowl on Sunday. And a lot of people have decided as they look at their TV and they go, it's only 55 inches. And I want
6 people are coming over.
I need more inches. And, of course, places are looking.
Said that before.
People are looking to get rid of the previous stock of TVs. And this is a great time to try to unload. Even though I think the experts claim this is not historically a great time to buy for the best deals.
I actually want to get a bigger TV for the first time in a very long time because we've had ours a long, I don't even know how many years, but it's got this weird flicker now that's getting more and more distracting. After the Super Bowl is the best time to buy a TV.
However, there's places now, as you know, no one wants anyone to feel like they're committed to anything, so they always will say some sort of, hey, you can buy it, you can use it. If in 30 days you're not happy, you bring it on back, you get a refund. And I was thinking about the amount of people over the years that have probably decided, I'm having people over. I want, even if it's not just a different TV, but they want more TVs because they want to have a TV in every room because no one wants to miss anything, that they will go out, buy a TV, the unboxing of it, the placement of it, the whole thing, and then knowing that the whole idea is afterwards they're going to put it right back in and take it back. It's such a process.
Taking back a TV is annoying as hell.
Especially the big one.
Because think about when you actually buy a sizable TV and the moment that they wheel it out, then you open your trunk and you go, oh, damn, this isn't going to fit. What are we going to do? And you have to brainstorm with the Best Buy employee on how you're going to make this happen. And then you finally figure it out, get it home, whatever, it's strapped to your roof, get it, drag it in, mount it, all that stuff, and then you have to do all of that in reverse. I mean, I know you're going to get all your money back, but still, that is probably the most annoying thing to return other than bulky furniture.
But I'm curious as to how many people, like especially, this is one of those things, right? If you think about the events, the most watched event of the year, this is happening every year. People are going like, I got to get a TV. I want a better TV. I want a bigger TV. I have people coming over, they're going to judge me. And they do it with the thought process of, I will bring this back.
How about this? You've got a few extra TVs, don't you?
Not extra TVs. They're all on wall. Every TV has a wall. Every wall has a TV. That's always how.
Yeah, but don't you have upgraded TVs, and then you have other? You probably have a TV or two in your garage, don't you?
No extras. No, because
really?
I never. If I have a working TV, I will put it somewhere and plug it in.
What about this though? If you were going to have a low-key Super Bowl, would you be interested in renting out one of your other TVs to a person who needs an extra over the Super Bowl?
If I wasn't going to be home, no, because the answer is no. I wouldn't do that because I actually do have, it's funny, now that you mention it, I do have a 42-inch one.
See, I knew if I prodded you a little bit, you'd have a TV lying around.
I also have a 32. I have a couple of smaller screen ones that are in the garage. Yes.
So what about some college kid who doesn't have a TV and wants to have a couple friends over and doesn't have a big enough thing, and you can rent it to them for say $50 or $100 for the day?
You can buy a TV for $50 now. I'm renting a TV for $50, but I do believe that you can never have. My whole thing is more screens, always better. Always better.
I just don't think I need that many screens, especially if you have one big one.
Yeah, but
what does it matter?
Do you buy into the BS of the OLED or the QLED and all that?
No,
or
I don't buy into that.
I think the more letters that they add, the better.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
OLED, mini LED, HQMI.
That sounds nice.
But I do think that you need to be very careful because if you are planning on doing one of these buy and return TV things, and you have a friend over that has a lot of money on the game or is a super fan of a team. Every year, as you know, after these Super Bowls, there's viral videos of people destroying their own TVs.
You can still fit it back in the box.
Just go put it in. Just go ahead and take those pieces
Returning
right
my
back.
BBL TV.
If you want $100 to put towards your brand new TV, you could win it from us right now at 800-520-1067. If you battle Ally and you know more about the news than she does, in a moment, she will pay you her money, and we'll do that next on KROQ.
KROQ Mile High Club. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 4. Take a selfie at Belaine Tower. Get lost in a cobblestone alley while drinking an espresso. Miss your flight home. When you see Grammy-winning band Turnstile in Portugal. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list to see Turnstile and Nail Colorama Festival in Lisbon, along with over a dozen artists including Deftones, Interpol, Violent Femmes, and more, courtesy of Atlantic Records.
Hey, this is Brendan from Turnstile, and you're listening to the world-famous KROQ.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Visit calldowntown.com for a free case review.
The rules are simple. So simple even Johnny could understand them. We got 5 questions, and if you know more about the news, or at least to answer these questions more accurately than Ally, that's a tough word to say, she will give you $100 of her money. It's just that simple, and all you got to do is be on the phone right now. Every morning around this time, we pay you, and you learn a thing or two about what's happening in the world. Some people claim this is the only place they get their news, which is dangerous because we don't necessarily always give you the top stories, but these are all technically things that are trending, at least for me.
Hey, and we're more accurate than, like, TikTok.
We are a little bit more accurate than TikTok, at least some of the time. And we'll get into this battle in a moment. Let's say hi to Rafa, who would like to take your money today. Good morning, Rafa. Am I saying that correctly?
Yes. Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Here's how it goes. Ally will leave the KROQ studios. You will get questions first, answer them quickly, confidently, and accurately, and then we'll score it together at the end. Do better than Ally, and she will instantly give you $100 cash. You ready?
Yes.
All right, Allie's out of here, so your round can officially begin, right?
Ally knows the news.
An Olympic figure skater has been in a copyright battle over some music he would like to use for his upcoming Olympics routine. He wants to use specific songs from what movie?
Titanic?
Titanic. Go to question number 2. This award show lost audience for the second year in a row, only had 14.4 million viewers. Down again. Which award show?
Emmys?
Question 3. Sharon Osbourne is strongly considering running for this political office.
The Congresswoman?
Congresswoman Sharon Osbourne. We go to question number 4.
Yeah.
You changing that answer?
Yeah, I was going to say governor.
Governor. All right, I'll write that down. Question 4.
Yeah.
There's a Super Bowl commercial that everyone's getting excited about now. They just dropped a teaser for it that involves Sabrina Carpenter falling in love with a man made of what product?
Pizza.
Pizza Man. God, I would fall in love with him too. I would go so gay for Pizza Man. And final question. Frontman of this KROQ band has just announced a 2026 U.S. tour.
Let's go Offspring.
All right, Offspring. All right, just looking for the frontman, but I will accept that. Here we go. That's okay. Allie's back in. Don't say anything else. I've got your answers written down. You're locked in. Once again, Allie's battling Rafa right now for $100 of her own money. If she wins, she gets nothing. If he wins, he gets $100, bragging rights, and eligible to come back for the Allie Knows the News Tournament of Champions. Question number 1, Allie.
Yes.
There's an Olympic figure skater who has been in a legal copyright battle over using music from what movie for his upcoming Olympics routine?
Oh, man. Oh, what about that Will Ferrell movie, Blades of Glory?
Oh, God. No. What a terrible guess.
What about Fast and Furious?
That's also wrong. He guessed Titanic. I can see a lot of people skating around to that, but that is also wrong. This man is a big fan of Minions and has been trying to use music from the Minions movie for his routine, and they put up a big fight about it. He's just...
Who's passionate about Minions other than middle-aged moms on Facebook?
This guy is passionate, and he finally got clearance to use the Minions music in his routine.
That's the thing that you're sticking with, that you're going to be in on.
It's a big story right there. No one gets the point.
I mean, like, as somebody who's obsessed with Minions, like, that's the thing you're choosing, to be obsessed with.
He wants to stand out. We go to question number 2. No one gets the point. Question 2. This award show saw their audience drop for the second year in a row, this time down to 14.4 million people.
Probably the Grammys.
He said Emmys. The correct answer is the Grammys.
No one listened to Trevor Noah saying, look at this, look at this, look at this.
Look at that, and look at this. Look. Sharon Osbourne is strongly considering running for this political office. Allie is up by 1 right now.
Governor?
He said governor as well, but that is incorrect.
Is it the Senate? I think it's...
She would like to be the mayor of Birmingham.
Oh, that's right.
And no one gets the point as we move to question 4. Allie's still up 1, but a chance for you to come back, Rafa. Here we go. Super Bowl commercial leak teaser.
Super Bowl.
Sabrina Carpenter, a commercial that people are highly anticipating. I can't wait to watch. Falls in love with a man made of what product?
She falls in love with a man that's made of Pringles.
Okay, he guessed pizza. The correct answer is she does fall in love with Pringle Man, and that is the correct answer. Can't wait for that. How will that saga end? Sabrina Carpenter and man made of Pringles.
She accidentally sits down in his seat, and then he's dead.
And then he's just crushed. You know, that process goes like this. Sabrina Carpenter, you want to be in a commercial where you make out with a man made of Pringles? No, I'm good. And then they go, here's $50 billion.
Yeah. All right, I guess I will.
I'll make out with Pringle Man. Final question. Allie's up by 2 now. Not a good look for you, Rafa. This frontman of this KROQ band, I guess the frontman is who I'm looking for, has just announced a U.S. Tour 2026.
Oh, God. Who is Tom Morello.
That is the answer. Tom Morello, Rage Against the Machine. All right, Rafa, you got your ass handed to you by Allie, but she's a pro at this, so what must you shamefully admit over the airwaves of KROQ as she puts her money back in her pocket?
My name is Rafa, and Allie knows the news. Love you guys.
All right, love you too, man. Thank you for starting your day with us, and we will make it worth your while, hopefully a little bit later. KROQ, we are Klein Ally Show. That was no doubt. If you need us, phones, text line 800-520-1067. We've given you the gift of eternal life, and a little bit later this morning, give you the gift of hopping on a standby boarding list to do some international travel and see Turnstile. That is the band this week. If you're keeping track, KROQ's Mile High Club. So every week, new band, new international destination, and we got a good one for you this week. Text line, very active this morning, as is the GOAT line at 844-956-GOAT.
Definitely not drunk, but definitely high AF. And I just have to say, because I'm listening to yesterday's podcast, the Jake Shack Bean commercial I about peed my pants laughing so hard.
Ever since we've told you guys that we will cover your dry cleaning bill if you accidentally mess yourself while listening to the show, many more people have called in to talk about almost or accidents they had while listening.
So hard. That is so funny. Jake, that was funny. For sure. You guys got to promote that or advertise that, make that Jake Shack Bean thing happen, because that is the best. Anyways, love you guys. Rock them panty lines.
She must be pretty high because we did try and make that a thing.
Right.
She must have completely forgotten or she just wasn't listening.
Maybe the first time she heard it. We will be, as we get ready for all these Super Bowl commercials you'll be watching over the weekend, we will be getting into a new round of show commercials, things that happened on the air, fake ones that we fooled each other into doing, or some of the worst commercials we've ever actually recorded.
Some of them were forced. Some of them were written by us.
Yep.
And in Jake's case, the Jake Shack Beans commercial was asked of him by no one.
No, he just
did that on his own.
Right, by choice. So that's the funniest part about it is that
hey, buddy, where you buy your beans?
There it is.
You don't buy your beans at Jake Shack. You gotta buy better beans, buddy. Because Jake Shack beans are the best beans you can buy. Jake Shack beans.
Oh, it is aggravating on all levels. So we'll get to that coming up a little bit later.
Good.
When we get back, took a little look.
I'm going to take another day off, guys.
All right, goodbye, Omar.
Come on.
Make beans where they're supposed to be made.
Omar's flu is back, coincidentally, right now, as is mine. Omar, I've got it now, too. I got to get out of here.
No.
The Klein Ally Show.
KROQ.
106.7 FM.
Klein Ally Show.
Let's find out what's going on in the world with your A.D.D news. Then a brand new hour of the show can officially begin. Turns out if you plan on staying at a hotel anywhere near the Super Bowl in Northern California, you will expect to pay a lot of money, which, you can always understand prices go crazy for that sort of thing. But we have found some of the worst hotels. I mean, these are one-star, if that, hotels. And the prices for those rooms are still astronomically high. When you hear the reviews of these places, it will give you either you'll be thrilled that you're going to stay at home for the game, or it'll give you something to think about, because we'll get into the Super Bowl hotel game coming up next hour on the show. And
judging from these reviews, I don't think any hotel in the area has not had a murder take place in it.
No. And still, they're trying to get close to 4 figures a night for a room.
Oh.
So we will get into that all coming up next hour. But first, there's this, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Sad to think we lost Catherine O'Hara, responsible for Best in Show, one of the best movies ever made. And now I announced the winner of the Westminster Dog Show for their 150th anniversary. And I can only think of her. This year it was not Winky, the Norwich Terrier, that won. It was a much more serious-looking dog. And here was the moment they made the thrilling announcement.
For Best in Show at the 150th Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show is the Doberman Pinscher.
Hey, doggy, come here.
Penny the Doberman Pinscher with Andy Litton.
Westminster 150 goes to Penny, the Doberman Pinscher. And that's history for Best in Show here at Madison Square Garden.
Doberman Pinschers, even though this is a beautiful dog, and it obviously was jumping around because it knows something good happened, but it still looks like it wants to kill everyone.
Yeah.
Because those things just look like they're about to eat your face off at all times.
They can be like I think they're super smart or something, but they can be the sweetest dogs in the world. But I think if you train them properly, they can destroy you.
Yeah, I think they can rip your face off in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's probably why they made it the winner. The judges are like,
Penny wins.
We don't want this thing to rip our face off, so let's just give it the award.
I was listening to some of the other groups and how they introduce the dogs, and it's kind of nice because they give you a little brief history of the breed.
Thus, Afghan Pinscher means monkey dog. Small in structure and strong-willed, they were originally used to rid granaries and kitchens of small rodents. They're intelligent and inquisitive, neat but shaggy with bold personalities.
It kind of reminded me of you.
Thank you. What dog is that? What dog do I remind you of?
The monkey dog.
Hey, monkey dog. All right.
And that it's bred to be loyal and smart and have great personality.
Hey.
Intelligent and inquisitive, neat but shaggy with...
Neat but shaggy.
Yeah.
bold personality.
Bold personality.
This is Avon Pinscher, number 12.
What place did that thing finish in?
No, it didn't finish.
Oh, put it.
And then this one kind of sounded
monkey
like
dog.
this one kind of sounded like me.
Beaver Terrier was developed in
The Beaver Terrier,
Yep.
Klein.
Germany in the 1980s. This whimsical toy breed is lighthearted, intelligent, and amusing. An elegant, long-haired dog with a breed signature ponytail.
Yep.
Its fun-loving, childlike attitude makes him a devoted and loyal companion. This is Beaver Terrier number 32.
The Beaver Terrier.
Nothing like you.
Oh, so much like me. And then we have one for Omar, too.
The easily recognizable Basset Hound is a long, low scent hound of ancient French ancestry. His majestic head, long velvety ears, wrinkled brow, and dark eyes lend him that soulful expression. His gentle nature makes him a great companion and family dog. This is Basset Hound, number 19.
You're like the Basset Hound.
Yeah, Omar is. Yeah, that's right. So we all have personalities that were in the dog show.
Yeah.
Couldn't they mic that person better? What's up with all that the crowd people
they
like
have
talking
the
over
guy
it?
announcing the breed, and then you also have mic'd the guy that's inspecting the
but
dog.
the audio guy should like turn that off, right?
Yeah, exactly.
crowd
Because they're
mic.
like, and now this is the Beaver Terrier. And then you have a guy going, hello, are you having a nice day?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at you.
I think they realize no one's really listening to what this guy's saying anyway. And you're right. Why did they put the mic on the guy that has to lift up the tail and inspect the dog's ass? 'Cause that's always the weirdest job.
That's a good ass right there.
Yeah, that's what they always do. They like walk.
Big smile for me.
They
Big
walk,
smile.
they walk around the dog. I've seen this. It's so weird. And then they always do that thing where they lift the tail up and they look right into the ass.
Yeah, they do. They look into the anal cavity.
Yeah,
and they
it's
like feel it up.
And they're like, that's a best in show ass right there.
But even these dogs, I'm like, these all look beautiful. I don't know how they would make any kind of determination, one or the other.
This year,
It's all
I
about
didn't-
that ass.
This year I didn't do
That
it, but in
ass.
previous years I used to have a plan because they usually have this leading up to the Super Bowl. And my plan was to make some money betting on the dog show so that I have a nice little nest egg going into the big game. And this year I did not do that, but
That's
it's
a hard one to win, though, because
hard,
there's so many dogs.
Hard, but good odds because there are a lot of dogs. So if you do pick a few that you think will finish in the top five,
It's kind of like betting on the ponies.
absolutely right.
Which one would you, just off the top, like, which one would you pick?
I mean, there's just historically you can look at certain dogs that just do better in dog shows.
Yeah, like poodles and stuff?
They win more often than most,
Yeah,
right?
Monkey Dog never won.
Monkey Dog's never going to win. Don't put your money on Monkey Dog.
the weird but shaggy dog.
Right.
We've all been afraid of it happening, falling from a chairlift at a ski resort. As you get higher and higher, you think this would really suck if I fell. And it happened in Mammoth to a 12-year-old girl. She was not secured properly, I guess. So she got on the lift. When you're supposed to sit down in that crucial moment, she didn't fully sit to the point where they couldn't get the safety harness thing down. And then she was just kind of dangling there with her snowboard falling. But I thought that they kind of make sure that thing is down before they let you keep going. But I guess in this case, she was, I don't know. Some of them you can just kind of go and then you can put the safety thing down yourself.
We've all been half on, half off a chairlift at some point.
Or I was fully on and then just slowly slipped off as it went. But
Right.
this girl wasn't horribly injured, so it's kind of hilarious to see the video because it's stopped. The chairlift is stopped. They all run out like cartoon style with this net. They bring out the net, they spread it out, and then she misses it completely.
But it was a total fail on the people's part. I was like, what are you guys doing?
It was
Get
to see
underneath
her
the girl.
crash down right next to the net, and they're like, dude.
Yeah, it was post that because it was one of those things where it's like, oh my God, what are the odds? They're there, they're ready to catch her.
Yeah,
And
I was like, this is going to be great.
whoops, 3 inches to the left.
And I think the net wasn't even off the ground.
No.
Like, I don't think the net would have helped anything. All right, one bet that you may want to place for the Super Bowl is how many AI commercials will you see? It will be the AI Slopper Bowl. We know at least one ad will be fully AI generated. More and more companies are releasing their teasers or the commercials that you will see on Sunday. And this is the first fully AI generated Super Bowl ad. It's from Svedka, which is a vodka brand, Johnny. The video is as disturbing as most AI-generated things. It's two robots drinking and dancing in a club, and when they drink, of course, the liquid just goes right through their throats and onto the floor. But just imagine two kind of stereotypical-looking robots drinking vodka, and then they're just dancing in a club. And I feel like anyone could have made this.
I'm into it.
You want to have sex with her, don't you?
I will buy that product.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Svedka, baby.
that's right. All right, well, get ready. Those are real Super Bowl commercials, but coming up next hour on the show, we'll share with you some of our standout commercials that we've delivered over the years here on Klein Alley's show. And you can mock us and judge us accordingly. That is all true. And then in less than an hour, we get you on a standby boarding list so you can do some international travel and go check out Turnstile in Lisbon, Portugal, the trip you've been waiting for. We are less than an hour away from getting your name on the standby boarding list. Brand new hour of the show starts next. KROQ.
It's Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh, yeah, welcome to your KROQ Klein Alley Show after 8 o'clock, which means less than an hour to go. So you get your name on a standby boarding list so you can go see some Turnstile in Lisbon. That's part of KROQ's Road Trip USA. Details, KROQ.com, and on the socials. If you are new to our show, nice to meet you. You will learn to love us and or hate us eventually. My name's Klein. That is Ally.
Hi.
That is DJ Omar Khan.
Hey.
Recovering on the road to recovery. Jake the Nerd.
What's that?
Postmaster Johnny and producer Vanessa in the back taking the calls at 800-520-1067. And speaking of producer Vanessa, you remember, Ally, that she had a hard time pronouncing Wienerschnitzel. This was one of the first times she said it
Wienerschnitzels.
on the show, and we turned that into one of many different fake commercials when she thought she got the endorsement for Wienerschnitzel. She was very excited about it.
It was one of my favorite moments from Vanessa, and there are many favorite moments from Vanessa. But one thing we also learned was that Vanessa's ex-boyfriend used to keep notes on all the words that she mispronounced throughout their relationship. And
Right.
I think that's a beautiful thing.
Every relationship needs a story like that, and every time she would mispronounce a word, he would go ahead and jot it down in his little journal of butchered words.
So he would write Wienerschnitzel.
So
How big was that book, by the way?
You run out of memory?
It was one note app, and I was like, why do you do that? He's like, just so I know what you're saying.
It's like bigger than the Bible. It's just constantly
Mispronounced words, volume 1.
Man, I wish we had access to that so
Yeah.
we could see the list and also maybe come out with a Vanessa dictionary.
Does that book still exist, you think, somewhere?
I don't know if this person still has that note.
It may be
No
worth,
one ever deletes notes.
Yeah, it may be
You
worth
just let
reaching
them-
out.
Yeah.
Would it be weird if we were like, hey, remember that note you used to keep about me? Can you screenshot it and send it?
And he's like, screenshot. I'll add that to the list.
Yeah. So we will listen to a few of the commercials that this show has put together for various reasons. The Wienerschnitzel one was a giant prank on Vanessa, and maybe you missed it, or maybe you vaguely remember it. As everyone gets ready for the big game commercials, we will give you some of our big show commercials coming up just after System on KROQ. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Commercials, usually people skip them, but this is the one week of the year people seem to care about commercials because of, obviously, the big game. And so we've had quite a few that have aired on KROQ, not the real ones that we play when we go to break and Allie runs to the bathroom real quick, but the ones that we have put together for the purposes of embarrassing each other. And Vanessa thought she was very excited because she thought after all of her talk of Wienerschnitzel, she was going to get an endorsement for actual Wienerschnitzel, the
Which
company.
I can't remember how Wienerschnitzel came up in the first place.
She was saying it, I think, as a place that she likes to go to, but she couldn't say the name of it right or something.
Do you enjoy yourself some Wienerschnitzel?
I've never been, actually. I don't know how we brought it up, but I just said it.
Yeah.
And it was difficult for her, and then we gave her a script and said they heard you talking about them on the radio. They wanted you to be their official endorser, and then we got this.
Wienerschnitzel is bringing back a fan favorite. My lips are watering for the return of the 12-inch hot dog. It's a perfectly plump 12-inch classic Wienerschnitzel wrapped in maple bacon. And can I just say, wow, it's juicy, it's yummy, and for a limited time, it's only $5.99 or $8.99 with fries and a drink. Don't sleep on this Wienerschnitzel feast for your mouth because it's only here for a limited time, and this hot dog is gone. You'll be saying, I love the hot dog. Search for Wienerschnitzel location near you by going to wienerschnitzel.com/Wienerschnitzel location. Or download the Wienerschnitzel app using promo code Vanessa Loves Wienerschnitzel.
Now we knew that we knew that was a tough word for her to say, so we tried.
Put it in so many
We
times.
put it in a lot of times, and then as the toward the end, it was like 9 times in 1 second.
You could hear, and I know that you probably did more than one take of this, Vanessa.
Lot of takes.
You can tell at the end that you have no energy left. You've said it so many times.
But Alyssa, I just gotta say, that sounded pretty good. I I would have bought myself that Wienerschnitzel.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's fake.
And you would have said, I love the hot dog.
Long before Allie was trying to teach herself Spanish, which she's doing as part of her forced resolution, I was on a trip to Mexico, and I was trying to explain to the person at the kids club that that they had to call me because my wife's phone had died. And I think I had accidentally said, my wife has died. And they were very emotional about it because I didn't know what I was saying in Spanish. And so they reacted, the way that anyone would react when I said, you're going to have to call me, my wife is dead. And I was trying to say her phone was dead. And anyway, that was turned into this commercial, Allie, for a way to learn a new language.
Oh, yay. Babbel, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I remember. This was a long time ago.
This was a long time ago. So as we are celebrating commercials this week, there's this one.
We're planning a trip to Spain later this year.
But our Spanish
is pretty bad.
My wife's phone is dead. Mi esposa es muerta.
So we're using Babbel.
Babbel's conversation-based method teaches you real-life words and phrases.
My wife's dead.
And with Babbel's interactive bite-sized lessons,
muerta,
you'll remember what you learned.
We'll just go back to drinking by the pool.
There's no easier way to learn another language.
Ahora hablamos español.
He just said
eating quesadillas or whatever.
Babbel, language for life.
Oh my God.
That's BABBEL.com.
My wife's dead.
So there you go. That was that one. And then let's not forget Allie, who is the biggest sucker, because whenever we put a script in front of you, you will read it because you're so excited. And this was one of the first fake commercials we ever gave you. You were so excited when you found out that you were going to be the official voice of Olive Garden.
Oh, that's right.
And you got
there was a few that I did back then.
Yeah, and you got to do impressions, which is your favorite thing to do. So this was once again, not a real commercial. Allie thought it was, so this was her. She submitted this. And was
I made no money on this.
Very excited that she was going to officially endorse Olive Garden, only to realize that this was not a real commercial at all. It was us messing with Allie.
I wish I had done more with my life, but here I am, dying alone.
Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family.
It made no sense at all.
It didn't matter. I just read the copy.
No problem reading it. So there's just another batch of some of the commercials. We'll give you another round tomorrow, including some of the ones people are already requesting on the text line. Don't worry. It's commercial week, so we'll give you some more of them. But now we give you real commercials.
KROQ Mile High Club. Our favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 4. Take a selfie at Belém Tower. Get lost in a cobblestone alley while drinking an espresso. Miss your flight home when you see Grammy-winning band Turnstile in Portugal. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list to see Turnstile at Nail Colorama Festival in Lisbon, along with over a dozen artists including Deftones, Interpol, Violent Femmes, and more, courtesy of Atlantic Records.
Hey, this is Brendan from Turnstile, and you're listening to the world-famous KROQ.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident or work injury? Text Injury Help to 40222 for a free case review.
This is Mustang Ally.
I've got a convertible cherry red Mustang. It is very look-at-me red. That's the official color.
You finally, for the first time yesterday, couldn't have been better weather for it, but you finally took the top down.
Well, I have actually never done a full convertible ride before.
In your life?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
And it was a beautiful day. I've got this car. A car's vibe can change your vibe. It was just a regular, boring commute home until I unclipped those little handles on either side, and me and Jake troubleshooted until we were able to get the convertible down. And then I pulled away, and I felt like a different person. And I was like, oh, man, I feel free. I feel like relaxed. I had a whole new vibe and aura about me, and people knew it on the freeway. And then, because it was so hot, I started getting very warm because I was in a very large sweatshirt yesterday. And I decided, you know what? F it. And I took my shirt off. And I drove home in my bra.
Come on.
Yeah. I am the hottest thing on the 101 right now, you guys.
Oh, definitely.
I'm all over that freeway. Right lane, left lane. You don't know.
You drove home with
What
your top down and your top off?
Yeah, top down, top off. Bra on. But in my case, it was a bralette. So I was like, you know what? Half the people in LA are walking around half naked. I can do the same thing.
Atta girl, Allie. That's
Thank
how it's
you.
done.
Thanks, Johnny.
Were people driving off the freeway?
No, everyone was commuting as normal. But doing double takes.
Double
looking
takes?
at me, who is this beautiful young woman in a hot bun?
And did you pull into your neighborhood like that? Like you stop and put your shirt back on? Or did you pull into your...
I pulled into my driveway like that. Yes.
Wow.
And there was a lady gardening.
Uh-huh.
She saw me and I waved.
She
and
took
then
her pruning shears and plucked her eyes out.
It's like a horror movie.
Yeah.
And then I told Katie, I said, I feel like a different woman with this car. I mean, the car really does make the person. And people do pick cars that reflect the vibe they want, the personality they have, the things that matter to them. And in this case, it's just 48 hours of me living life a little recklessly.
Don't you think people were looking at you and going, look at this pathetic, pick me, look at me, look at me?
Yeah, but I didn't have any neck tattoos. You know,
Right.
I didn't have any other signs of a midlife crisis.
Yeah, but still, Allie, I mean, you're driving around shirt off.
Yeah, that's kind of like a guy thing, though, for a car. You don't see women doing midlife
I think
crisis,
everyone.
right?
I think everyone.
I've seen girls
does
do it too. I
Yeah.
can see other girl Bronco drivers driving around with just the bra on and stuff. It's a thing, and it's actually really freeing. Like, we should all try it.
Women can have midlife crises too.
Yeah, but Allie, in all seriousness, you really felt like there was something different about you? Like you felt your whole
Yes,
energy
because
changed?
even the way the seat is, I'm leaned back, then I've got my arm over, kind of like a G, and then, I'm looking back and forth. I even felt a little high. I kind of felt like I was high, and then I even hit an auto accomplishment on the way
great.
home, 174,000 miles. Big
That's not
deal.
your accomplishment, by the way, at all. That's a rental car. You get no credit for that.
It was so
Zero.
impressive.
Did you stop and take a picture?
174,000 miles, a lot. But I also thought, you know what, this is going to end at 2:30 p.m. today. I'm going to turn back into a pumpkin. I'm just going to be a regular white lady in a Tesla eventually. Why not enjoy it? And when I got home, I said, Katie, you got to take this thing for a ride. Why don't you go to your tap class in the convertible? And she said,
no cooler sentence than that. That's for sure.
And she said, hell no, that would be so embarrassing.
Yep.
But tap isn't.
Right. I need to get out of my own car to walk into tap. I don't want to get out of this red convertible.
Yeah, she just took the Subaru. I was like, why are you missing this opportunity?
Well, she had to go back to her lesbian ways, I guess, right?
But some people think that it's embarrassing and some people think it's cool. I mean, when you walk by that car in the garage, you're like, this is embarrassing for whoever got
right.
this car.
It does seem embarrassing.
But does a little part of you go, that's kind of cool?
No. But they should put up those warning signs like they do when they've got construction ahead, that if Allie...
Toxic waste.
if Allie is driving around on the 101... all other drivers should be warned, especially because that's your pleasure road right there.
You see Stu Mandel covering it in the helicopter up ahead.
Sweet Devin, oh good God. Yeah, Stu, we got to get you back in your traffic chopper, reporting down on Allie.
She's going back and forth in lanes with her top down, very distracting.
There's a woman that is clearly having a crisis on the 101. If you'd like to join us for the Super Bowl hotel game,
Super Bowl,
we'd love you to call us right now. A chance for you to win an amazing prize. Have some fun, and our phone number is 800-520-1067. We will get to that after this. Call now, win, and play next on KROQ. Many people may be heading north to avoid Allie on the 101, but also because they want to
I'll be going north.
go to the
and then south.
game. And I've said this before, but February is one of the biggest markup months of the year. Obviously, you have the Valentine's Day markups that happen at restaurants and with flowers. And then with the Super Bowl, there's a lot of markups that happen there as well. All of a sudden, they jack up the price of an avocado because they know you're going to buy a bunch of them to make some guacamole.
Hot
or
dogs,
you need a hotel by the stadium because you're going to try to go to the game or anywhere in the 3-hour radius of the stadium, and those prices get jacked way up. And we're talking about crap hotels that normally would be like, $49 a night motels.
Oh, and there are many of them in the Bay Area. Crap hotels. They thrive on crap hotels up there.
So we have for you some actual hotels that, believe it or not, still have rooms available this weekend if you are planning on going up there, not just for the big game, but all of the parties and festivities that happen around the big game. And we're going to read you reviews of these actual hotels, and all you have to do is go ahead and take a guess as to what the price is to stay there for the night this weekend. That would be like a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday night.
Including fees, because that could attack on another $100.
Yes, it's including fees. Fees, yes, I believe fees are part of this. Let me say hi to our first contestant, and then we will give people an opportunity to go ahead and battle it out Head-to-head, whoever's closer, Allie will write your name down. We got some prizes to give out today. I think we're going to give away tickets right now. What are we doing? Paleyfest, world premiere. We'll let you pick. You want to go to the world premiere of Crime 101 at the United Theater on Broadway, downtown L.A.? That's happening. Or we will get you into the Paleyfest. Nobody wants that panel, so you can pick whichever's better for your schedule.
I think this is also a great time for bad hotels to add in. They get very loosey-goosey with that resort fee.
They sure do.
Like, what makes a resort a resort? Let's challenge all thinking around that.
Here we go. We said hi in Marina Del Rey to Charissa on KROQ. Good morning.
Good morning.
You will be contestant number 1 in this first battle. You'll be battling Michael from Costa Mesa. Hey, good morning, Michael from Costa Mesa. How are you?
Good, how are you?
All right, listen up, guys. I'm going to read you the review of this hotel. It's technically a 3-star hotel, but here's one of the reviews about it. And this is located in San Jose Alley, which I don't know how close that would be to the stadium, but still.
Well, Santa Clara is in San Jose.
So it could be, okay.
But San Jose is like LA. It's massive.
Seems like there was a mold spot in the ceiling, definitely multiple roaches in the bathroom, in the kitchen area. The beds were super stiff, the pillows were flat, the sheets were dusty and itchy. Day 1 included a foul odor in the hallway of the room, moist, stuffy mold, scented air, thick enough to almost be seen. Day 2 brought the roaches, an unknown silver crawling thing. Day 3 brought an ambush from an unknown flying animal when the bathroom door began to open. After requesting assistance from the desk, they were asleep.
Oh, great. That's hilarious.
Beyond the smell,
this is like the 7 plagues.
The hotel was in disrepair. No services were completed during the entire stay. There were no clean towels. The trash remained and nothing was clean. Just tears, mold, and general filth. The health department should be called immediately. So that's a review of a hotel that has rooms available that is near-ish to the Super Bowl stadium.
It's only one night, though.
My question is, what do you believe the current cost to stay in that hotel is? Charissa, we start with you.
I'm going to go with $174.
$174 a night for that hotel you just heard about. Michael, this is Super Bowl weekend. What is your prediction?
I'm going to say $550 a night.
$550 a night. All right, whoever's closer wins round 1. And this hotel, which I will tell you right now is the Extended Stay America Suite San Jose, is going for $630
Holy God.
a night. And hold on one second. Sorry, Charissa. Michael, you've won round 1.
It's always an extended stay when you die in the hotel room.
It's extended as you want it to be. Extended indefinitely. We say hi now to 2 new contestants as we get to round 2 of the Super Hotel game. All hotel rooms, believe it or not, still available. Desiree, Lakewood, good morning. Welcome to KROQ.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. You're going to battle Greg right now in round number 2. I will read you actual hotels that are still available. Have rooms. Not easy to get a hotel room Super Bowl Sunday. Just so you know, for comparison's sake, Allie, the Hyatt Regency, which is in Santa Clara and apparently walking distance to the stadium,
It's probably the only one.
has decent reviews, but normally that would cost you a couple $100 a night, $200 a night. Those rooms are going for $1,494 a night. If you can get them.
You wouldn't have to pay for parking.
It's true.
And the parking around there is probably going to be insane.
Parking's $120 for the Super Bowl.
So here we go. This is the next hotel up. These are actual hotels you could stay in if you were planning on going to the Super Bowl. Actual reviews. Convinced that the beds are not queen, but doubles, even though they claimed queen. An unruly guest had a very loud and disruptive for at least 4-hour argument in the middle of the night. We called reception, who said the police had been called, but it was very slow response time. Pounding on the doors, cursing and yelling heard through the halls. The staff just said, stay in your room and keep your doors locked.
Hey, it's not bad advice.
This is a hotel that's in Sunnyvale in the Silicon Valley area. How far would that be from the Stadium Alley?
God, my memory serves maybe half an hour.
All right. So technically a 2.5-star hotel. What do you believe the cost for a room is if you're staying there over the weekend of the Super Bowl? Greg, we start with you.
I'm going to say $420.
$420 a night for that room. What do you say, Desiree?
I'm going $350.
Wow, Desiree almost nailed it. This hotel is usually under $100 a night. It is now going. There's one room left available for $387 a night.
Oh,
Desiree
damn.
moves on in the Super Showdown of the worst hotels still available for Super Bowl Sunday.
I love the hotels out there that still, in this economy, will not go above $100 on a regular day. Like, we know that we are not even worth $100 of your money any other day of the year.
I will do one final battle, and then Allie will pick a winner. Desiree moves on from round 2, Michael from round 1. And now we say hi to Josh in Long Beach. Josh, these are actual hotel reviews for real hotels you could stay in. You'll be battling Rebecca in Lakewood. Good morning to Josh. Good morning to Rebecca. Welcome to the game. This is almost as exciting as the actual Super Bowl, Allie.
Yeah.
This hotel is a 2-star hotel that I will share with you. And first review is roaches. Roaches, roaches. Don't book here. Second review is we arrived and the office had damp floor, damp furniture. They said, please sit down and wait for your room, and the couch was damp. The clerk was unpleasant, and the rooms had a terrible smell that I still smell months after checking out. The bathroom was okay from the outside, but the shower had sand in the bottom of it and mold around the shower stall. Towels were worn to the point of being gray, and when we walked out back into the living quarters, the fire alarm was missing from the wall. There was no plug to plug anything in because it had been wallpapered over. Definitely not feeling safe and secure with people on both sides of our room screaming. I heard gunshots multiple times during the night, so I grabbed my bag and left.
Man,
Literally drove 2 hours because of how terrifying the room was.
If you're going to smoke in a non-smoking room, though, you got to take out the smoke detector.
You got to pull them from the wall.
And then it's not like anyone's checking to put that back.
This hotel does have rooms available. The question is, what would you pay Super Bowl weekend? And on an average, I'll tell you guys, on an average night, random week, you're getting these rooms for $39 a night. Wow. Or apparently these are rooms you can get by the hour. I didn't realize that.
Nice.
What is your guess, Rebecca?
I'm going to go with $299.
All right. And Josh?
I'm going to go $150.
All right. Well, the correct answer for the Heritage Inn is $250 a night. So there you have it.
The
Josh
Heritage
moves on.
Inn.
And Allie, we had a winner from round 1, a winner from round 2, and a winner from round 3. Who is going to get the ultimate prize from KROQ right now?
That would be Michael. Congratulations.
Michael! You've done it, good sir. Congratulations. He's squawing with victory. Would you like to go to a world premiere of Crime 101 at the United Theater, or would you like to go to some Paleyfest at the Dolby Theater? Choice is yours.
Let's do Paleyfest.
All right, hold on one second. We will get you into that. Thank you for spending some time with us this morning on KROQ.
We'll throw a night in.
Yeah, you know
at
what?
The Heritage Inn.
What the hell? Not during Super Bowl weekend, but any other night you choose, you can stay in the murder hotel capital of the world.
G-O-A-T. Good life.
Sweet Dimas, guys. I love you. I get to listen to you 1 hour before school. It's the best part of my day. Keep up the good work. I read nasty all day, every day.
Well, Nally, Pennyhill's good. I'm a little disappointed in the direction of the show.
Can we quit with the Pennyhill's Greg intros? Like, jeez, man.
1-844-956 GOAT is the GOAT line. GOAT line!
This week, we sent a listener to go see this band right here in Australia. And in about 5 minutes, we get you on a standby boarding list to go see Turnstile in Lisbon, Portugal. So be ready to call and get your name on the standby boarding list. You'll be the first name of the day, and then every hour thereafter, you can add your name to the list until we give that trip away on Monday. Monday after the Super Bowl is never a fun day to have to wake up, but at least you have something to look forward to, which is international travel and amazing KROQ bands. And that is all part of the Mile High Club. Right now, though, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for A.D.D. News.
So some updates on this crazy Savannah Guthrie story. One of the weirdest stories in a long time. Her mom, Nancy, has been missing for 4 days. She was last seen Saturday night when she didn't show up for church the next morning. They knew something was wrong. She's in her 80s. They're treating this as an abduction. They said there were signs of forced entry.
Whoa.
They have not detailed any leads, but I did see the most recent report was that they're looking at the brother-in-law. So Savannah's sister's husband is rumoredly a prime suspect, but the cops have been kind of tight-lipped on things, which can happen in kidnapping or abduction cases. They also discovered that her pacemaker has disconnected from her Apple Watch, which is not a good sign, but they They said they're following all tips, including this potential ransom note or ransom notes, plural, demanding millions of dollars in Bitcoin.
Well, Bitcoin's at an all-time low or something. They dropped to its lowest level since 2024
dumb
or something.
criminals.
Yeah,
That's
come
why
on.
they need millions of them.
That's why you need more Bitcoins.
We'll just ask for more.
Is that rumor or is that official? There was a ransom note?
There is a note, but they just don't know if it's legitimate or not.
Got it.
So there were, and it was sent to a news station in Arizona where the mom lives. They had details about her home. They also had details about what she was wearing on Saturday night when she disappeared. They also described an item that was damaged in her home, so there could be some things that corroborate there. And the sheriff said when they arrived, something at the home didn't sit well, and there was concerning evidence beyond red splatters on the front doorstep.
Whoa.
And they tested DNA, and they found that it belonged to her, the mom, but they wouldn't say what the DNA was a source of, like blood or skin cells or fingerprints or whatever.
Man.
So there's just so many questions. Because when I was reading about the ransom note, I was like, oh, dude, this is probably like a crazy viewer, like a crazed person.
A crazy Today Show viewer?
Yeah, dude, they're out there.
Really?
Yeah, and the
How
mom
do you find someone's mom, though?
Because the mom was on, like, they had segments with her and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's not like nobody knew who she was. Like, she was on the show sometimes, and it just takes one person to be insane. You can find anybody on the internet these days.
Hear that, net bangers?
You hear that?
Good point.
One of you is just a chromosome away from making that switch and murdering all of us.
Which one is going to get kidnapped first?
Thanks for putting that out there, Allie. Great. Good stuff right there.
I love a good Olympics scandal. There are a couple to tell you about. One is local, one is not. The local one has to do with LA City Council asking a member of the Olympic Committee to resign because he was in the Epstein files. Obviously, a lot of people are being grilled over their skeevy behavior that has come out with Epstein, including Bill Gates and Clinton and many others. And in this case, this guy was found sending emails to Ghislaine Maxwell saying he wanted a massage from her and also saying, I think about you all the time. What do I have to do to see you in a tight leather outfit? And at another exchange, they were talking about getting a massage, and Ghislaine said, is it going to be foggy enough during my visit so that you can float naked down the beach and no one can see you unless they're close up? Which is such a strange thing to say. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
I'm going to try these texts with my wife later.
Yeah, it's just word for word. Yeah, man. I bet she was sexting with so many people at that point. She's just like, I don't know. I'm going to make stuff up about being naked in foggy beach weather. That's all I got.
That was also pre-ChatGPT, so you didn't really have any help on that.
That's true. She had to come up with that based on the noggin.
Yeah. Yeah, even ChatGPT would have made that a little better.
Yeah, they would have polished it.
Less floating.
So we've already talked about tuberculosis making a comeback. All these old-timey diseases are coming back because people are choosing not to vaccinate their kids. They're also not vaccinating dogs now. Things that were pretty much eradicated or we achieved herd immunity on are now having a nostalgic comeback moment. And we have another measles outbreak, this time at the happiest and the saddest places on Earth, LAX and Disneyland. LAX had an outbreak, and now Disneyland has a little case of the measles, but they're working on
Health officials say they're working with Disneyland to get in touch with employees who may have been exposed to measles. This after they say a child who traveled from out of the country went to Goofy's Kitchen at the Disneyland Hotel Wednesday mid-morning.
Cooking up a fresh batch of measles in Goofy's Kitchen.
I can't believe they even call them measles at Disney, because usually they call them like magical happy dots or something, you know? They always figure out a way to make them sound.
A happy case of elephantitis resulted from measles.
Then to Disneyland Park and California Adventure.
Oh, they got the park hopper, too.
Man.
When you're traveling international, you got to do park hopper. You got to see everything. And as somebody who sent their kid with a fever to their own birthday party over the weekend, I got to say, when you've planned to do something...
Right. You're not canceling for a case of measles.
Seriously, if the kid's like not feeling well, but you got 3 other kids and everyone's ready, they got their mouse ears on, and you traveled from out of the country to go, you're going to Disneyland.
Of course.
Until the parks closed. Doctors say people who got the measles vaccination once in their lifetime are fully protected.
So there you go. If you've had the measles vaccine, you don't have anything to worry about.
However, if you were eating at Goofy's Kitchen recently and don't, you may want to go ahead and give a call to your doctor today. Or call us right now at 800-520-1067. If you're caller 20, we have good news for you right now.
Klein Klein Ally Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous K-Rock.
Oh yeah, welcome to your K-Rock. We are Klein Ally Show. My name's Klein, that is Ally. You got DJ Omar Khan back at it again. A lot of theories as to where DJ Omar Khan was the last few days. He claims he was sick and dealing with something flu-like, but there's this theory, which I think is a good one.
Yeah.
That's what he claims. Listen to this.
Sweet Dips, guys. I was trying to find out if Omar was taking matters into his own hands and out hunting the ravens that went through Jackie and Shadow's nest.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I think that's probably what he was doing on Monday. Sweet Dips, guys.
A lot of
Bye.
theories that Omar caught bird flu while trying to avenge the death of the egg of the big bear eagles.
Yeah, stupid raven.
That Omar loves.
That theory makes no sense whatsoever.
No one loved Eagle Cam more than Omar, and now his Eagle Cam has completely shut down because the eggs have gone missing.
What's wild, though, to me is that 6,000 people are still watching that stream, and Jackie and Shadow are gone. They left.
Well, she might give another egg or something, is what I heard.
People are
whatever.
No, they call it a clutch or something.
A clutch?
It was some weird, bizarre name that I saw.
What, they got like a backup egg that she can just crap out
Jackie
in
might
emergency?
clutch or something. I don't know.
Omar,
I don't know what the hell's happening.
Are you still on the? Are you one of the 6,000 that's still locked in?
Not till you mentioned it. Now I'm going to search it up now.
Of course he is.
Just watch a bunch of sticks in a tree. Congrats.
Let's say hi to caller 20, which puts us in the LBC. Good morning. Welcome to K-Rock. Who's this? Hello.
Sean from Long Beach.
Sean, Long Beach. You are caller 20. I'm going to write down your name on the standby boarding list. Sean from Long Beach.
Yeah, let's go.
If we call you back on Monday, good news. You'll be hungover, I'm sure, and full of wing sauce. Woo! But you'll also be packing your bags to go see Turnstile in Lisbon. All right?
Let's go, baby.
All right, that's a winner right there. You'll have another chance in less than an hour with us here on K-Rock, and then every hour all day long. So just get in the habit of listening, listen longer, be ready to call, and just like that, international travel in your future. I had to tell a big lie to my kid's teacher yesterday. You can judge me next. K-Rock, Klein Ally Show. If you'd like to join us for Petty Claims Court later this morning, maybe you're dealing with something petty in a relationship, with a coworker, a friend, significant other, get this all out of your system before Valentine's Day so you get an idea of how much you should spend on overpriced roses. Or before this weekend even. Maybe you're dealing with coworkers about gambling stuff or Super Bowl squares or anything else. If it's petty enough, we could fit you into our Petty Claims Court, which we'll try to squeeze in later this morning. You can always call us now at 800-520-1067 or send us a text to that exact same number, and Vanessa will get in touch, and we could potentially squeeze you into our next Petty Claims Court either today or tomorrow. But if you're interested, you got anything going on, even if it can't be today or tomorrow, but you'd like to join us, I always forget to remind you, hit us up on the text message right now, 800-520-1067, and you too could have your entire life figured out by a jury of your peers.
Oh, and last week we settled a huge debate among two coworkers that were fighting over snacks, and I believe the phrase fatty fat was used more than once.
Sure was. So that was a good Petty Claims Court, and we'd love to follow it up with another good one. So if you want that to star you, you can get in touch with us now on the text line or in the DMs, Klein Ally Show. I know lying is not great, and I know lying to teachers is even worse. And as an adult, I shouldn't probably lie to my kids' teachers, but at some point, I think every parent will find themselves in a situation where they can either be honest and tell the truth, or they can make something up.
Well, every parent has had the acting moment where it's like, oh my gosh, that's so weird. They didn't have a fever this morning.
Right. There's that whole thing. That's the first time hearing about it.
No, what?
Cough. Never heard. What?
That's so weird.
Broken leg? They were walking fine earlier today. My youngest kid had a project due today. And this is a project that normally when there are projects due, I will be honest, we wait until the last possible second. They send them home a month early and they say, in a month, this thing is going to be due. And usually at 8 p.m. the night before, I'm like, oh, crap.
Oh, no.
There was a
Are
reminder
you kidding me?
email about the thing is due tomorrow, and we haven't even started yet. And either I will have to throw something together, and then they wake up and they look at it, and they go, there's my project. Or I go, like, let's go out of bed. We got to make a project. We got to tape some stuff down.
So this is the age kid's 6, right? Like,
Yeah.
they don't know any responsibility.
No.
Like, a month in advance is like, that might as well be 20 years in the future to them. They can't tell.
But they're not giving it for them. They're giving it for us. They can't even read the instructions of the project.
So they give any due date stuff to you.
To us, and we're supposed to be responsible adults and come up with a plan. And, today we're going to do this, and next week we'll do this. And then
Which-
eventually we have a project.
Telling you something's happening in a month is like telling you that it happened in 10
It's like telling
years.
it's like telling a 6-year-old. I don't process it any differently. And I was always, when I was a student, last minute. I would be like, oh, crap. I would
Really?
report due tomorrow. I'll start it tomorrow. Like, that was how it was.
We cut to, Klein, we have an event in 4 minutes.
Yep.
What are we going to do for the event?
That's right. Still
and then Vanessa is having a panic attack over there.
So the issue is this particular one, we started a week ago, which for me is the most amount of lead time I've ever spent on any project in my entire life. Because
what is it? Like you have to make a mobile? Or
counting
what?
to 100 and then figuring out how you're going to display 100 on a poster board. And so she
sounds so easy.
Even I could figure it out.
Write down numbers.
So, so
Buy a
you
calendar.
had to find different ways to do it, and she decided she wanted to glue a bunch of Skittles to a poster board, probably because she wanted to eat some Skittles, and make a rainbow out of Skittles. And I said, great, no problem, let's do it.
Cute.
Got some Skittles, got some cotton balls to make some clouds, made the poster board. The thing looked great, and then it just sat there on the kitchen, done and ready to go, like 4 days before it was due. And I was like, I was so proud of myself, because I was like, this is the most prepared I've been for anything.
Well, snacks motivate in your household.
Skittles will motivate. At some point yesterday during the day, our dog had, I guess, grabbed a corner of the poster board, pulled it off of the counter, and eaten most of the project.
Is this now that they've taken the red dye out, or is the red dye still in the
Red
Skittles?
dye is out now.
Oh, okay.
But the dog doesn't care.
No, yeah.
And the dog didn't really care about the Skittles, cared more about eating the paper, but the project was pretty much ruined. And when I realized what had happened, I started to send a message to the teacher to say the dog, we had this assignment done a week ago, but our dog ate it. And then I realized that is the oldest stupid lie in the book. So I said, I accidentally piled this up with my Costco boxes and put it in the recycling bin. I just made up a complete story.
That's your excuse.
Yeah, because
but think about
the real reason, Allie, which is the dog literally ate it.
So cliche.
Would have been so absurd sounding that I said I put my
Yeah, but as an adult, they don't think of you as a liar. You can say whatever you want to say.
But
you're two adults talking.
As I even read the message as I was writing it, I'm like, this is ridiculous. And then I was going to send pictures of the.
I'll think of something believable. I threw it away with Costco boxes.
Yeah, that's what I went with. And that's what I went with. And then I didn't think to vet this story because now this thing was due. And my kid went in, and I gave the story. I threw it away with Costco boxes. We'll get it done, and I'd have to need to buy some new supplies.
So did she tell the class that? How did she?
No, she went in and told the teacher, I'm sorry, my dog ate the poster.
Oh, no, you didn't get your stories straight.
No, of course not.
Man.
So then the teacher goes, I heard a different story from your kid. And I said, oh, well, yeah.
She's a lying son of a bitch.
Yeah. She's a lying C-word. You can't trust her.
Damn. So
honesty is.
Couldn't you go into the backlog of your mind and all the excuses that you made for stuff?
I thought that was a good one I had. That seems like something I would do. The poster board on the counter, Costco boxes, boom. Sorry, it got recycled.
It just seems like such a negligent excuse.
I should
Wouldn't you make up some heroic story that makes you look good, at least?
I should have thought about that. Well, it sounded like I was recycling, and I got news for you. I'm not, so there you go.
KROQ Mile High Club. Our favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 4. Take a selfie at Belaine Tower. Get lost in a cobblestone alley while drinking an espresso. Miss your flight home. When you see Grammy-winning band Turnstile in Portugal. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list to see Turnstile and Nail Colorama Festival in Lisbon, along with over a dozen artists including Deftones, Interpol, Violent Femmes, and more, courtesy of Atlantic Records.
Hey, this is Brendan from Turnstile, and you're listening to the world-famous KROQ.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Visit calldowntown.com for a free case review.
We salute you, our future overlords, the robots. Artificial intelligence potentially will wipe us all out eventually, and people say it doesn't matter anymore. Anything that we care about in life right now won't matter once AI fully takes over. Right now, we're in this weird place where we're humans making human decisions, but we're all using AI to help us make those human decisions.
Of course. We can't make any decisions for ourselves anymore. We just heard a story about you making your own decision, and look what happened.
I should have gone to the robot. It would have given me probably much better answers. So it's time for a round of Man vs. Machine, all big game themed because the Super Bowl is on Sunday, and more people are turning to AI to help them either plan their party or place their bets or do a variety of other things as it pertains to Sunday. So we wanted to figure out if humanity stands a chance against our future leaders, artificial, robotic intelligence. 3 questions. Humans will get a chance. And then, of course, we've asked the exact same questions to AI. So we will start with DJ Omar Khan as a representation of the human race. And Omar does a great job of, it's actually interesting. I was looking back on all the Man vs. Machines we've done. The amount of times that Omar has had the exact same answer as the robot. It's
or
like
a better answer.
Slightly better answer, but even just matching up, it's almost like he has that weird.
Almost like he's a robot himself.
Yeah, like Omar's already here. That whole "I don't have a dad" story, likely.
So robot.
So robot.
Neither do robots. They don't have dads.
So Omar, the first question that we asked is, what if you get invited to the Super Bowl party? What is the right thing to bring? What should you show up with when you arrive at someone's house? They're nice enough to let you get sauce all over their couch and watch the game, and they're going to probably put out most of the spread, but you want to show up, you don't want to come out like an empty-handed loser.
No, of course not. You always have to bring something. People are nice enough to, open their house to you, so I think you don't bring beverages because everybody's going to bring that. You know what I mean?
Easy.
So, exactly. So I think you got to go a little bit above and beyond and ask yourself, okay, what is that one specialty that I can make and I can knock it out of the park? I think at least everybody has that one item that they could make. And for me, it would be chili. So I would bring chili to the party with some, some cheese and Fritos in there. And trust me, everybody would love me.
Yeah. Well, it's like, do you go with something homemade or do you go with something store-bought? Because last time I had a Super Bowl party, our friends brought over Portos, and I was like, this is the best thing ever.
Right. Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Always good. Always room for Portos. It's not like necessarily traditional Super Bowl food, but
it's such a great add-on.
Guarantee you,
those potato balls?
Those potato balls go quick.
Get those balls in my mouth.
There we go.
Pull it. Pull the clip. Play it back. Let's go.
See.
What's interesting is that I remember 3 years ago I went to someone's place for a Super Bowl party, and every single person that showed up thought, I'll be the person that brings dessert because every other food will be there. And as a result, the spread was one platter of wings and like 19 different desserts. And it was just terribly planned because everyone just assumed.
Were they all different desserts at least?
Yeah, but it was like cookies, brownies, football theme. It became like a thing where it's like, this is terrible. Like, where's
going to get diabetes?
Because I think people assumed that all the standard stuff would be. I'm not going to show up with a pizza. That's going to be there. I'm not going to come with a giant party sub.
I would not even think of dessert at all for Super Bowl.
I think that's just like the thought that people are always like, I'll bring some dessert. Like, that's an easy thing to add, and people usually, I don't know. Anyway, Omar says you show up with chili, homemade chili, or whatever thing you make. This is what AI said you should bring.
Here's what to bring when you're attending a Super Bowl party. Whether you're trying to be a polite guest, contribute to the food spread, or bring something fun, and not showing up empty-handed, since the food is probably already plentiful. Bring practical items that help the party run smoothly. Ice, extra paper plates, napkins, or trash bags are often appreciated and not intrusive.
Trash bags?
Napkins? What?
What
Okay.
is that, AI?
It's trash.
And I think it's disrespectful to bring ice anywhere right now.
I agree. But you know what, though? That is a thing that instantly when that runs out, people do need it.
Yeah, but
no one wants to run out
that's
in the
such
Super
a
Bowl.
weird thing to bring to any function. I'm just going to bring a bunch of ice?
Yeah, but think about it. No one is going to, everyone's going to bring like the stuff we talked about. And the idea that someone shows up with, hey, here's all the crap that we're probably going to need you to think about, like a bunch of trash bags, bags of ice.
Ice is a bitch to bring, too.
Napkins.
Totally.
It's annoying.
It's all dripping all over your car.
No one's excited. No one yells out, hey, cool, napkins are here.
Oh, my God, more napkins.
But,
I was thinking the same thing.
But why would AI suggest that? Because AI clearly is saying that you're not going to want to double up on something. It's still better than a veggie platter, trash bags over veggie platter, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, or both, so that you could put the veggie platter in the trash bag.
Here's a trash bag for this veggie platter. You can just throw this right in the trash bag.
Well, thanks.
We're going to leave that on the table.
Perfect.
Let people look at
and
it for a while.
napkins for the good food.
All right, moving on, Allie. Here's your question.
Okay.
Since I know you are El Cheapo, and usually this is the one time a year you will text me the morning of and say, Klein, can you put in a few bets for me?
Oh, by the way, I do have a list.
Right. And I don't even put them in anymore. I just hold them because you've never won.
No, I'm not good at gambling.
What is the one bet you should make if you want to actually make money on the Super Bowl? This is according to the robot, but I'll go ahead and ask you, human, what you think.
Okay. If you don't want that feeling of losing, which I know well, here's what you got to do. Just bet on both. Bet on both. Then you lose one, you win one. You can pick different amounts, but you put a little on the Seahawks, put a little on the Patriots, put a few different Gatorade colors, spread it all out, because then you're going to win some and lose some, but mostly you'll just be having fun.
That's wrong, because you understand there's a thing called VIG, juice, right? So the bets are not even. So it's not like, I lost 50 and I won 50. You will actually lose 55. You'll lose 10% more usually, depending.
Yeah, but if you're just betting on one team, then that's like a 50-50 shot. If you bet on both, that's a 100% chance of winning.
And a 100% chance of losing. All right.
But depending on how you look at it.
I'm going to say the robot is a better answer regardless before I even hear it. But here we go. Allie says bet on everything. That way you'll feel like a winner. That is real loser talk right there. And here's what the robot says.
If the goal is winning money, here are the current market odds and expert-leaning predictions. But remember, betting always carries risk and you could lose your money.
Blah, blah, blah,
blah, pussy. The robot always gets all legal. They want to let you know.
Talking to me about addiction.
Right.
Shut up.
The favorite is Seattle. Odds experts say to bet the Seahawks, but you must risk more to win less. Don't bet too much and hide from your bookie like Klein.
Hey, wait a minute. That is true.
Wow,
I did do that.
They knew everything.
They do know a lot. So do not bet too much and then hide from your bookie or move across the country like I did. Lucky for me, that bookie's in jail right now for another 12 years.
That robot did not give sound advice.
Well, the robot is...
They didn't even say who to vote for
or
who to bet on.
They said Seahawks.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
Yeah, but
are you listening?
Yes, I am, but why don't you give something specific?
That's pretty specific. He just said what team. The robot just said...
Yeah, but that's the obvious, is just bet on the favorite. If it's a robot, it probably knows everything about the odds, and it can weigh the pros and cons. It can give real betting advice.
That's what it
based on
did.
statistics.
That's literally why I think we got that answer, because they looked over billions of data points and came up with the fact that is the, quote, smart bet, or where the sharp money is whatever.
What about all the real bets, Klein? That's what you tell me, is that all the real money is on how many passing yards and how many field goals and the first play being a touchdown and all that stuff.
But the robot, I think what happens is, and this is usually what happens to me, as you know, at the end of the Super Bowl, I look down at my 97 bets I've placed, and I go, all right, won that, lost, won, lost, and then I go, well, I should have just gone with the only bet that mattered, which was which team I thought was going to win. Because
yeah, but then that's boring to just place one bet.
All right, I agree, but you asked the question. The question was, if you want to actually make money, what should you do? ChatGPT said, bet the Seahawks. But I think that they're saying bet to win the game. I don't know if they're talking about odds.
The spread.
You got to put a little more on the thing. But if you just, it's not as much fun that way. But if you're like, all right, I think the Seahawks are going to win, even if it's only by a point.
Wouldn't you rather take my advice, where you just bet on so many things that you're confused enough and you just don't really know whether you win or lose?
No, your advice was terrible.
Oh.
We give Jake the final word here. And once again, I think that round goes to Robot. Point one definitely goes to Omar with his chili over trash bag. So it's a tie going into Jake, the final human to battle out the robot in Man vs. Machine. Big game Sunday. Jake, this is a question that should be right in your sweet spot, so I hope you beat the robot. What is the best way to uninvite someone to your Super Bowl party? Like you said, maybe I'll do something, and then they call on Saturday to confirm, and now you don't want them there. According to the robot, AI, what is the best way, or what do you say as a human, as a man who's been uninvited before, what is the easiest way to be uninvited?
What has everyone told you?
What have you heard before, Jake, for this Sunday?
What, you mean the things that you've told me?
That's right.
I would say you need to tell them that you have some sort of infestation, like either like bugs or vermin, and your house is going to get fumigated or something, so you can't have anybody over.
Man, that wouldn't stop Jake.
Oh, Jake would be great. Vermin. Love
I'll bring
vermin.
mine, and you can have yours.
Sauce for the vermin.
For the vermin on display in my nerd hole. All right, so you say make up an excuse, like a crazy excuse, like we're being fumigated.
The whole house is shut down.
Got it.
I don't have fleas. I have ants.
That's right. That's your vermin. This is what the robot said you should say if you were trying to uninvite someone.
Uninviting someone from your Super Bowl party is tricky socially. There's generally no perfect or totally polite way to rescind an invitation once it's already been given, because it can hurt feelings and damage relationships, but just say you ran out of space, and it's nothing personal. Simple.
Oh, that is the worst thing to say. This is where the robots go wrong. Don't tell the truth.
We ran out of space.
We picked everyone else that we'd rather have, and there was no more room for you.
I still think it's... Hey, you know what, Jake? I think you saved humanity for another week. Vermin beats space. Human beats robots. Now we celebrate on KROQ. KROQ Klein Ally Show. Jake lost his temper again while trying to crochet, which is interesting because people crochet to try to alleviate stress. It's a great way.
Supposed to be one of the most therapeutic things you can do.
And I mean, this is how it ends.
No, it's not. This is so rigged. But you gave me bull yarn, lady.
Jake is convinced that his crocheting kit gave him yarn to sabotage his crocheting abilities. Now, the last time Jake was attempting to crochet, which is part of his forced resolution, he had to take up a new hobby. We forced him to make that hobby crocheting. He's been working on this little tiny octopus for, it feels like, weeks now.
It's impossible.
And the last time that he was trying to do one of the moves, which is, I think, the most basic move in crocheting, this is some of what that sounded like.
Yarn round hook.
Yarn round hook.
Yarn round hook.
Yarn round hook.
Pull the yarn through the loop on the hook.
Hold on. Ah! Oh.
Okay, that's a chain stitch.
No, not okay.
So,
yarn round hook.
Hold on, I can't yarn round hook.
So Jake was having a lot of trouble with the yarn round hook, clearly. So we asked him for an update, and he's now moved to, what was this move called that you were trying to master yesterday?
Well, now this is actually called a crochet. It's actually like what they call a crochet.
Oh, you finally reached crochet?
Yeah.
You finally now, into the month of February, have officially reached the beginning of your New Year's resolution?
Well, you have to yarn round hook first. You got to master yarn round hook first.
So
is that just to make the initial chain?
Yeah.
So Jake is attempting now to do the crochet part of it, and this is how that sounded.
Now we are going to make single crochets on the chain.
Okay.
First, work a chain stitch. Yarn round hook. Pull the yarn through the loop on the hook.
She's back to yarn round hook again.
Yeah, I think
yarn round hook is key.
Well, it doesn't seem like you mastered it.
Yeah, because I think that's why
yarn round hook.
You moved. That's why you moved on to phase 2, which is crochet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we skip the first chain and start to make single crochets in the back loops of the chain.
All right.
Insert hook into the back loop of the second chain.
I can't. God, what the?
Hook the yarn and pull up a loop through the stitch.
Okay.
There are 2 loops on the hook now.
No, they're not. There isn't 2 loops. Yarn round hook.
Through both loops on the hook.
God, there are no both loops.
Okay, 1 single crochet is done.
No, it's not.
Jake, are you yelling at? Is this an interactive thing, or are you yelling at a video?
I'm yelling at a video.
Oh, so she can't even hear you yelling at her.
Well, I'm kind of just talking to myself.
These are YouTube videos, right?
Yeah. YouTube tutorials, yeah.
So you're yelling and she's telling you what to do, and you're saying what you're saying is not possible. I don't have 2 hoops.
Yeah.
Then you obviously missed
No,
the
it's
step.
not. This is just a big pile of garbage.
The first single crochet.
Let me place a marker. There isn't a... God damn it.
Such a V shape on the side is 1 stitch.
See?
Insert hook into the back loop of the chain.
You got better yarn than me.
Hook the yarn and pull up a loop.
Sure.
Through the stitch. There are 2 loops on the hook.
No, they're not! Yarn round hook! God damn, yarn round hook!
So Jake is back to what? How far have you made it in this octopus now?
Not very far.
Have you gotten a leg?
No, because every time I try to do the crochet thing, my yarn frays and gets all discombobulated. And she has thicker yarn. You got better yarn.
So you think this is a crochet scam?
Yeah, it's the whole scam.
Jake wrote the following yesterday. This crocheting is the death of me. It's supposed to be relaxing, but it's raising my blood pressure to an unhealthy level. I'm convinced it's rigged, and they gave me faulty yarn. This is not easy. This is not fun. I would like a different hobby.
Oh, no.
So Jake is having a really hard time with his forced resolution of yarn round hook.
Look, we can get you better yarn and see if you can just start over or make your own thing and not start with a shape. Maybe it's hard because you're trying to make an actual shape. Maybe you just need to start with a scarf.
Once again, I think this is what Jake is doing is considered a beginner. I wonder if any of us picked up this same Make an Octopus kit. Could any of us be able to figure this out?
Pay you to do it.
think so.
Because I had a crochet phase with my grandmother when I was 10.
Right.
And I don't think I ever even attempted to make an animal.
Right.
That making an actual shape
My kids,
was something.
those are the first things. Now, is this the Wooble kit, Jake?
I don't know. It's a bullcrap kit is what it is.
Oh, you did the advanced bullcrap kit. That's
All right.
why.
Well, there you have it. Just some updates so you guys know that we are attempting to do our forced resolutions. Regardless if they're
everyone
working.
is learning from this one Asian woman on YouTube.
She's the one. If you can't figure that out, you are screwed in the world of crochet. Back in a moment, we have news for you to get to, and then another spot on a standby boarding list. If you would like to deal with something that you're dealing with in your relationship for Petty Claims Court, you can also reach out to us now at 800-520-1067. Show continues now.
We're going to attempt to feed each other, baby bird style, mouth to mouth.
You've heard the show, but do you want to see the show? Don't answer that. Just go to KROQ's YouTube and subscribe to watch this.
You're a pink pony girl.
Klein Ally Show.
Baby.
Every weekday morning.
I like it. Thank you, lady.
Find out what's going on in the world, then a brand new hour of the show can officially commence. That's what we're all about, is until we can all eat a sandwich.
And then once you get back to from lunch, it's gotta get out of here.
Gotta
make it to the end of the day.
Starting to pass.
But really,
Time for ADD News.
You know, Valentine's Day is coming up. In my opinion, Valentine's Day is for suckers, but really who it's for is the corporations. They want to sell you all kinds of stuff. Cards, flowers, chocolates. They want you to name a roach after your ex. A lot of products have come out. Here's just one of the many, and then I will share the 3 that I actually think are cool.
What to buy your loved one for Valentine's Day? Listen to this. McDonald's may have your answer.
No,
the fast food chain announced.
No.
It's never a company that actually will give you the answer.
I'm going to tell you something right now, and I speak on behalf of ladies across the globe. If you're saying, listen, it's Valentine's Day, I was thinking about you, and I went to McDonald's.
Hey, you know what? The snack wrap is back.
I understand.
Ladies love it.
But
You're a snack.
I'm just saying this is not going to suffice. But go ahead, McDonald's.
The fast food chain announced yesterday that it's offering McNugget caviar kits. Yes, I said it.
Do you want to know what's in it?
That was some reaction from that guy.
I know, and he was like, "What? I can get my wife that?"
The package includes a 1-ounce tin of McNugget caviar, a $25 McDonald's gift card, and a caviar spoon. The kits...
So it goes on. But here are the 3 that I actually thought were cool. Number 1, the Lego flower bouquets are back. I like those because they're comparable in price to actual flowers. They last forever, and they give you something to do. You have to build it. You have to put in work in order to deliver those.
Yeah, but after you do that, like, you don't put them on display, do you? You're not one of those people, are you? Oh, my God.
I made a Mario Kart thing, and it's on display in our house.
Dude,
yeah.
no.
On display for you as an adult, or like on display in your little kid's playroom?
It is next to our fireplace.
Oh, my God.
Dude.
Really? That's prime.
What are you doing?
That's
It's
prime
their temporary-
placement. That's like, Allie, that's like...
The other side is a picture of our kid.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, by the
Mario.
Everyone else, by the fireplace is like, you've won an award, or it's the best picture of your family ever.
Or like, here's the one nice vase.
Yeah, it's definitely not your Lego completion. Hey, look at this.
Okay.
It's Hogwarts Castle.
It's a temporary
I did
placement.
something that a 4-year-old can do.
Right.
Well, when we built it, I told Katie, I was like, what are we going to do with this? Are we going to be people that display our Legos? And I don't know what to do with it. Like,
So
am
you
I just
put it-
supposed to put it in my garage?
So your option is, what do we do with it? Let's put it on display on the fireplace?
That's the only place there's room right now.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, I maybe would replace it with the flowers. We'll see. Number 2 is BuzzBalls is auctioning off a 9-carat diamond ring on eBay to whoever has the balls to propose on Valentine's Day. And the bidding, it's worth $35,000, this ring. Right now the bidding is at $5,000, and the ring looks like it's in the shape of a tiny buzzball. We have to get it for Secondhand Cindy, you guys. If we're going to donate money to a GoFundMe, we should have it be for Secondhand Cindy's ring.
I agree. If anyone's going to wear a buzzball ring, it's got to be Secondhand Cindy. She's the official mascot of
It's huge.
Buzzballs.
It'll get caught on everything.
She's probably drinking one right now.
Totally. And then my third one that I wanted to share was Dave & Buster's is putting 3-carat diamond rings inside of a claw machine.
Doesn't matter. It's unwinnable.
No, but this is so... I think they should put them in regular claw machines, but this is a specially designed human claw machine. So you pay $20, they suspend you in air,
right,
and then they lower you down, and you have to be able to grab what you can. But they're going to put these big 3-carat rings in there as well. I mean, I think when you're using an actual claw machine, you think, if only I could have more control over these little wispy metal prongs, I could probably get something. This is you using your hands. You know, that's an iron grip, at least.
But still not easy, because if it was, then they would get rid of the, it's still not, and you got to be the fool that's wearing that stupid harness waiting to go in there.
With your girlfriend disappointed in you already.
Yeah, I like it better when people used to just put their kids in there, and then the fire department would have to come and help them escape from the claw machine.
That would be cool. I think we've gone claw machine crazy.
Yes.
I don't know if they started making those ones where it's win every time.
Right.
And then they started putting them in malls and stuff, and now I'm like, damn, I cannot walk by a place without my kid going crazy over a claw machine. And look, I loved them when I was a kid too, but I feel like they were easier back then.
There used to be that place on Sunset where you could claw a live lobster, and if you were able to claw it, they would cook it for you. It was yours to eat.
Really?
I think PETA shut that down. I remember that was like a cool operation. It was like $1, and if you caught the lobster with the claw, they would like go in the kitchen and make it for you.
Was it easy? Like, could you win it?
No, it was like every other claw machine.
It's impossible.
Yeah, you almost got it, and then the thing fell out the last second. You're like, damn it, another $1.
I feel like a lobster being in a claw machine isn't that bad of a life.
That's claw and claw. It's claw and claw violence.
As robots continue to hit the roadways, there are going to be more and more oopsie moments. And you might recall a couple weeks ago we saw that story about a Waymo hitting a kid. Now we have a train hitting a robot.
A robot delivering food in the U.S. run over by a train in Miami. The video showing a commuter train barreling through with the robot stuck at a rail crossing, demolishing the robot on Thursday night right there. The delivery device crushed and dragged.
It's one of those little Cocoa bots.
Oh,
they're so cute.
Someone's food was in that. That's the worst part.
The video is cool though.
The video is
just
awesome.
destroys the hell out of that thing.
listen to the sound of this thing. It is just classic Looney Tunes style crash.
Yeah. Demolishing the robot on Thursday night right there. The delivery device crushed and dragged. Witnesses say the delivery robot appeared motionless and stuck on those tracks for at least 15 minutes before that train came through.
I know. And the robot is like, I'm now sentient, and I realize that this job is horrible.
It's just people constantly reaching in there to grab their food.
Yeah, everyone's just sticking their hands in me to get a burrito. It's not a life.
Oh, that sounds like the life for me. Sounds like the life for me.
It is.
It's Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, it's KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. How the hell are you? If you need us, now would be a good time to call. 800-520-1067. Why, you ask? Because we have a spot for you on a standby boarding list if you would like to travel to Lisbon and see recently Grammy award-winning band Turnstile. Great live band to see, and they've been doing a lot of shows this year as their rabid fan base has been growing and growing and growing, and now some have argued officially mainstream once you've won that Grammy.
Their
But
live shows look crazy.
if you want to get in, now would be a great time to call. In the thought alley that someone who we pick up in a moment, that is caller 20, will have a pretty good chance of winning this trip is kind of incredible. So hopefully it's you. It's going to be someone. Might as well be you.
Which is going to Lisbon, which Johnny didn't know was a city, and I think that's what he thought I was. He thought I identified as
Allie, he said that's where Allie's from, Lisbon. And he was not exactly right, but also kind of right.
Raging Lisbon.
We'll bring Johnny in a moment for a little Johnny Doesn't Know, and Wine Week will continue, and he's got a lot of options today to drink. You could have some of that Sutter Home. He hasn't had that yet. That's a classic. Or there's a big box there, the Beat Box. So we'll see what Johnny decides to drink as his dry January rolls into a very, very, very wet February here at KROQ.
My grandma used to drink Sutter Home, and she was so shameless about it. I loved it.
She go the little bottles too, or she go big bottles?
No, the big ones.
The big ones.
Big ones, and also she would do white zin. She was a white zin lady.
I think that's what we brought for Johnny today. I think it is.
That was her favorite, Grandma Georgie.
In honor of Allie's grandma, we brought Johnny all grandma's favorite wine.
We snuck it into the hospital for her.
I believe it. I'm sure that's what probably ended her life.
No, that made her more comfortable.
I doubt it. She probably could have had another nice couple years run, but Allie's like, here you go, Grandma.
She asked for it. Can't say no to a grandma.
Snuck a bottle of white zin in here for you. Let's go ahead and make someone's day instantly better, and then we'll give you a chance to win your way into a big Hollywood movie premiere on KROQ. But first, we say good morning to caller 20, which puts us in Compton, California. Is this Salvador?
Hi, good morning. Sweet Dibbits.
Sweet Dibbits, you are the 20th caller.
No way.
Take a moment. Let it soak in.
You've had a moment. How do you feel now?
Yeah, now that it's soaked in, how are you feeling?
Honestly, pretty good. I've been calling for a couple times. It feels pretty good to get through.
All right. Well, listen, not only did you get through, you got through in the exact right spot. So hang tight. And if we call you,
ring right there.
If we call you back next week, good ring, sir. If we call you back next week, you'll be packing your bags and going to see Turnstile Portugal. If you'd like to join us for Johnny Doesn't Know, it's one question, and we'll give away some Hollywood premiere tickets next. A chance for you to feel better about yourself, or at least a little smarter, as we bring Postmaster Johnny into the KROQ studios now. He will have a beverage of choice waiting for him. It's Wine Week here at KROQ, as he is trying all sorts of different alcohol that he's never tried before in his life. And if you are continuing on with your dry January, even though we're into February now, some people are trying to just milk it out just a little bit longer into Sunday where they can have their first sip of beer during the Super Bowl. I get it. I know what that's like because I've been there before.
Yeah, but we also had that conversation with our boss yesterday. He was like, I don't know, I might keep it going.
Yeah.
Feel really good.
I give him another 48 hours.
Totally.
Yeah, he seems like he's about to crack.
Oh, man, off the wagon hard.
Hard. It's going to be one of those.
And he's going to be happy about it, too.
I see him sleeping in the parking lot here within a week. All right, let's get into it. Johnny, good morning. Welcome.
What's up? What's good?
What would you like to try today? You have Allie's grandma's favorite wine, the Sutter Home White Zin, or you could go with Beatbox.
Damn. Well, I want to go with Beatbox. This looks a little cooler.
All right.
The box color and the
We have
animation.
different definitions of cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. That's right. All right. Whenever you're ready, Johnny, if you want to go ahead and crack that box open.
So what is Beatbox? It's like a trendy box
I
wine?
think it's like the equivalent of what used to be a wine. I mean, it's like a party punch, supposedly. I think they were on Shark Tank a few seasons before I was. They actually got a deal, though, however. And I think they sold for a lot of money recently. But I think it's a wine-based party punch sort of thing.
This looks like
gross.
It looks like Dayquil.
It does have a Dayquil kind of color to it. That's for sure.
What's the alcohol content? I think it's pretty high.
It says 11.1% alcohol by
That's
volume.
good stuff. That's like wine quality right there. All right, whenever you're ready, Johnny. He's going to try this for the very first time. Then I'll answer one question only. If you'd like to play, you can call us, 800-520-1067.
Whoa, that's actually not bad. It tastes like kind of fruit punch.
Juice.
Sweet, right?
Yeah, it's like sweet and it tastes like medicine for sure. It definitely tastes like Tylenol or look.
This is the type of thing where the flavors are the colors. Like, it's the flavor red.
Yes.
It's the flavor yellow.
And Johnny, you don't hate it?
I don't hate it, but I would never buy this or choose to drink it.
Right.
But it's tolerable.
But that's most things you've had. I mean, there's very few things you've had that you said you would ever actually drink by choice.
Yeah, and I don't like this, and I would like to stop drinking.
We should have him go back and drink everything he's drank before because I think he's getting used to it.
That's a good point.
No.
Now, all of a
Go
sudden,
back to ground zero?
Start with tequila all over again.
Tequila.
What is the one that you've liked the most?
Liked the most. The one you brought yesterday was pretty dank, and then the one I had last week, I can't remember. It was gas, so I like it. So, I mean, not bad, but they're pretty good.
Someone said that we're going to have to do an intervention on Johnny if he can't stop this drinking. It's a real problem now, and it's clearly affecting his entire life, so we may have to do
For the better. He's gotten better. Johnny doesn't know.
I have, but I would like to. I hate drinking. There's a reason I don't drink. Drinking is terrible. I don't advise it to anybody if they don't do it right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're only having a couple sips a day. I don't think it's changing your life that
I'm
much.
over it.
Yeah, I mean, if you were to add up everything Johnny's drank this entire month we've been doing this, it would probably work out to one serving of alcohol.
He would still he would pass a breath of life.
Any of us could do that and drive home, no problem.
No problem.
It's time for one question of Johnny Doesn't Know. Let's get into that question.
That?
I don't know. It's
play that one instead.
It's playing from your computer. I don't know what it is, but whenever you're ready, it's one question. Here we go.
Johnny doesn't know.
And I was like, okay.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
I didn't know Vegas was like in Nevada for like a while.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
Gelato sounds like Jello.
Johnny doesn't know.
It like goes wiggles.
All right, we got one question here. Johnny, as always, you'll get to pick your category. It's pick your poison. It's Johnny Doesn't Know, and here we go. Categories include organic chemistry, anatomy of mammals, lesser-known philosophers, atmospheric rivers, or word. Word.
Let's go words.
Johnny's going to go with word. All right, let's say hi to Valerie, who gets a chance to play right now. Valerie, great prize on the line for you. If you're wrong, someone listening will win this prize. We're going to get someone into the world premiere of Crime 101 at the United Theater on Broadway in downtown L.A. This movie is not in theaters until February 13th, where it will be in theaters everywhere. But you won't have to worry about that because you'll be at the world premiere if you are able to predict correctly. All right?
Let's do this.
All right. Johnny's one question for Johnny Doesn't Know in the category of words. What does loquacious mean, and can you use it in a sentence? Will Johnny be able to do this, yes or no, Valerie?
Man, he's been so much smarter with his drinking, but I'm going to still say that he is going to twist himself loquaciously into not being able to answer this question.
Ooh, all right. Good use of
Johnny,
the word.
What does loquacious mean, and use it in a sentence? Is that Vanessa laughing in the back?
Yeah, because what is that?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
I
nobody
thought
knows
too. I
this
was like,
damn
I don't think
word.
Vanessa could do this either.
Terrible.
Vanessa, say it.
She says you will not know. Vanessa, what's the word?
Loquacious? I already forgot.
I think she just said ludicrous.
Okay, so when you're saying loquacious, I definitely hear like I'm thinking LACQ, and that's like the root word for like lactating, like breast milk.
Okay.
Or lactose intolerant. So I'm going with something in the milk world.
Okay. Use it in a sentence, please.
When my wife gave birth, she decided to loquaciously breastfeed my baby.
Right. That is an acceptable sentence for sure. All right, well, Valerie's laughing at you clearly, and she's also excited because she's on her way to a big Hollywood premiere. She will be at the world premiere of Crime 101 because, Johnny, you got that very, 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 very wrong.
Yeah, we knew. What's loquacious mean?
Well, first of all, it's loquacious again.
Oh, loquacious.
I imagine most people that use this word use it incorrectly, though.
You would think so?
I think it just sounds like a smart word to say, and most people don't know.
Allie, how would you define loquacious?
I guess my first thought is like boisterous or wordy. Or
Very talkative. It is absolutely correct.
Verbose.
Verbose. You have a lot to say.
Any idea what those words mean?
I know those ones, but loquacious just sounds like you're using a big word.
Is also lactose intolerant.
Loquacia.
You got it, Vanessa. Let's see if Vanessa can even say the word. Forget about what it means. Vanessa, can you say the word? We've said it multiple times.
Say it one more time, please.
No, I've said it a bunch.
Just say it again. She won't get it.
Loquacia.
All right.
It's like a good new name.
It's a great name.
It sounds like a new country.
Very trendy.
Sounds like a weight loss drug.
All right. Thank you, Valerie. And hold on one second for your prize. And thank you, Johnny.
For everything.
Yeah, you really are loquacious with idiot comments every single day. We got to take a break. When we get back, the show continues. Believe it or not, there's more after this.
KROQ Mile High Club. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 4. Take a selfie at Belém Tower. Get lost in a cobblestone alley while drinking an espresso. Miss your flight home. When you see Grammy-winning band Turnstile in Portugal. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list to see Turnstile and Nail Colorama Festival in Lisbon, along with over a dozen artists including Deftones, Interpol, Violent Femmes, and more, courtesy of Atlantic Records.
Hey, this is Brendan from Turnstile, and you're listening to the world-famous KROQ.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Text Injury Help to 40222 for a free case review.
If you would like to join us for a petty claims court in the future, please don't be a stranger. We can battle or settle whatever you're dealing with live on the air with a jury of your peers to find out what real, actual people think about what you've got going on with your situation.
Klein, are you a second screen viewing household, or are you aware of the term second screen viewing?
Second
this
screen.
Is apparently a new normal for most households.
That would be one, watching some show while phone out as well, and potentially iPad too.
Yeah. It would be
like
multiple screens at once. You have one, that's the main screen. That's your anchor.
That most people are half watching. I would say focus is almost more on the hand screen.
The baseline is the thing that's on the TV usually. It's what you've chosen to watch. It's decision number one. Then you have a supporting screen that can either support what you're watching, like I'm going to look up those characters and see what the actors are doing. I'm going to find spoilers. I'm going to look up the real story that this is based on. Or you're just scrolling TikTok and doing something completely different altogether. But you've got two screens going on at once, and most people don't just watch one thing anymore. They have to have a base and a supporting screen. It's two screen viewing.
I think that it's actually gotten more than that, because if you're watching a show with your, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, let's assume you're both on a screen, right? So that you've got two screens out couch, one on the one up, and then potentially also there's a laptop too for work or other stuff as well. I mean, I'm talking
things that are harder to see on your phone.
3-screen minimum feels like the new number now. And then when you go back to just one screen, it feels like everything moves so slowly.
We got the TV showing one thing, and then I've got my laptop up doing work while I'm watching what's on TV. Then I've also got my phone to look up different things that are supporting what I'm finding on my computer. And then I've got the watch also for notifications. So that's really, if you count it, 4 screens that are open at one time.
Yeah.
But I think most people, and I'm not one of those people, most people are watching a TV show with a phone in their hand at all times. But I don't like doing that. I will try and put my phone in a different location because I just want to sit and watch. And I also think that I don't know how people are watching like foreign language things or, how everyone was watching Squid Game and stuff like that with subtitles. How are you doing that while you also have another screen in your hand?
I just watch people get killed. You don't need to hear anything.
Yeah, I mean, the answer is it's so easy to completely get out. Whatever show it is, new movie show, it's very easy for your brain to completely tune that out, go into whatever, the email alert you just got, you start reading. Now you don't know who's who anymore. Main character just died. You don't even know what's going on.
Right.
And then you're now checked out of that. And then as soon as you lose interest in the thing you're watching on the main screen, your focus goes now like 90% into the screen. Because that's happened before where it's been 100% focused on the main screen, slowly shifts a little bit to the hand screen, and then I've now lost complete.
So you're watching porn on the hand screen.
Now I'm on the hand screen watching porn. I can't focus on the porn on the main screen. It's too much porn. It's messing up my head.
This isn't good enough. But I also think that people who are watching a TV show now, they feel like that's not enough.
Right.
Like,
too slow.
this is what I'm choosing now is to spend my time. This is the screen I'm looking at. I could use another screen. And they say when you're looking at a screen for a long period of time, you need to take a screen break. But are you taking a screen break to just look at another screen?
Yeah, I think that's what you do. You've been watching TV all day, kids. Go get on your iPads for 20 minutes.
Well, obviously, they say that this is bad for you.
Because, it is?
Yeah, because people can't multitask. It's actually not in our DNA. Like we are designed to focus on one thing at a time, and people think they can multitask, but really our brains are just task switching. You're focusing
I'm on a screen right now.
One thing and another thing. You're just switching your focus over and over again. You're not focused on two things at once. It's impossible. So you think that you're getting more done by doing two things at once, but actually you're not. You're just doing two things worse because you're trying to do them at the same time.
Yeah, but think about it. You could do four things worse if you had more screens.
Well, the other part of it is that I have no short-term memory. So if I'm going to look up an actor or if I remember something,
right,
I need to look it up in that moment or text the person that I'm thinking about, because if I'd say I'm going to do this after the show's over, I'm blank slate. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I think that the average, I would argue the average now is minimum 2 screens. Minimum 2. That's why when people started doing this whole raw dogging trend, I'm like, what are you doing here? You're going the wrong way.
Right. Well, I also think it depends on the show or the movie. If things are slow, which a lot of movies can be, or a lot of shows, it's like, slow character build. You're like, cool, I'm just going to fill in the gaps with my phone, and I really won't miss anything. Like Downton Abbey or a show like that, or The Crown, you can probably do a lot of stuff while those episodes are going on.
But this is why I believe that certain shows that are really more background noise than shows are so popular, like a Love Island or something, because you don't have to pay hardly any attention.
I don't think the people on the screen are paying any attention to what they're doing either. They're starring in a reality show and also half-assing it.
People should create a whole network that is just shows to have on while you're on your phone, where you can loosely follow along. Like, you don't need to have, there's no depth to it. You look up every once in a while, there's the hot person doing something, and you go right back to your phone. And it's like on there as comfort in the background.
Do you ever have your phone playing something, and then while you're playing that thing on your phone, you do the tiny screen so that you can, it's basically like picture-in-picture on your phone. You can watch while scrolling, because that's nice too sometimes.
It's great. And you know me, I have been training my brain for this for a long, I feel like I am now...
This is ADD central, man.
It's too much, but also, and occasionally the thing I have on my main screen, if I'm watching, Red Zone, it's the Octo Box, so there's 8 games on, so I've got 8 screens going on there at the same time, and then I'm also on my phone as well, because 8's not enough, so I got to have a 9th going.
Vanessa, you don't watch shows raw dog, do you?
She won't.
That's why I was waiting. That's why I watch a show like The Rookie, or something that it's very predictable.
Are you getting paid by The Rookie? You how many times has she mentioned The Rookie?
Oh my God, this show The Rookie is doing it to me.
That's the only show I'm watching right now.
Maybe I'm watching too much of The Rookie on CBS.
What I want to say is, that's why I watch a show that's very predictable. There's a bad guy, they catch the bad guy, good ending. So that's the premise of every episode, so I can watch that.
Right.
And when I was on TikTok, I would be on TikTok. But right now, what's happening is I'll do that.
Yeah, but even TikTok, you're watching videos with sound while the show you're watching is playing with sound?
Yeah, well, that's why it's a predictable show. I turned down for a second, but I already know the bad guys are around the corner.
It's hard to do, but...
Because it's The Rookie.
The Rookie. You heard Vanessa. Watch The Rookie. This segment, by the way, brought to you by The Rookie, Vanessa's favorite show in the history of shows. Move over, new girl, and make way for The Rookie. All right, well, you can also listen to, someone says they listen to our show and listen to music that they like on Spotify at the same time. So that's the two audio version of two screens on KROQ. K-Rock, Klein Ally Show. Going to get out of here with some takeaways in a moment. Sluggo will be in here and get you on that standby boarding list again in about 20 minutes so you can travel and go check out some Turnstile internationally. Though I will say, Allie, it's been 48 hours, I think, since we got the sad news that the Kelly Clarkson TV show has been canceled. And it's hitting people very hard, especially one listener of ours.
Good morning, Klein and Allie. I'm sure going to miss Kelly Clarkson.
This is every day now. He's leaving messages about how much he misses Kelly Clarkson.
It's Pantyhose Greg here.
We know that, Pantyhose Greg. You don't need to identify yourself. You're the only person that is so obsessed with the Kelly Clarkson show.
I would really love to play this message for Kelly Clarkson someday and see what
it's
she thinks.
Pantyhose Greg here. You know, she keeps me company at 2 o'clock in the morning when the rebroadcast starts. I love to hear her sing, Kelly, I'm going to miss you.
Okay, well, another touching tribute to the great Kelly Clarkson. I wonder how long this will go on for before he finally... Yeah,
I mean, she was in 7 seasons, Klein.
I know. He's in the...
Legacy.
He's in the stages of grief right now, and I get it, and I'm glad we could be there for you, and I'm sorry that you're dealing with that loss. All right, takeaways from today's show. What do we got?
626, when Johnny's wife gives birth, she will loquaciously breastfeed.
Yep, that is a true sentence.
402, my takeaway is Klein would go gay for any pizza man.
Pizza man, I'm looking for you.
213, Klein Ally Show is slightly more reliable than TikTok.
Just slightly.
213, my takeaway is Disneyland has an outbreak of magical happy dots, otherwise known as measles. 818, my takeaway is get those balls in Allie's mouth ASAP. 818, tops down, tops off. And 562, my takeaway is Rocky Road and Hitler were once in the same room.
Yeah, a lot of stuff we covered on today's show. If you don't know what we're talking about, you should listen to more of the show. It'll all make sense to you. There's a podcast you can download wherever you get your podcasts. We're not going to play favorites. Maybe there's a certain app you like. It's probably not Odyssey, but whichever one it is, search Klein Ally Show, download, subscribe, comment. It all helps. Spread the word and help us to hashtag grow the show. You can find us on Instagram, and also the GOAT line is open for your messages now at 844-956-GOAT. Jake, what's your takeaway?
It's always an extended stay if you die in the hotel room.
If you die there, you're extending forever, and they can't charge you anymore, which is even better. Allie?
My takeaway is it just takes one net banger to lose it for us to make the news.
That's right. We're one net banger away from being big top, well, it wouldn't be top story news, but we'd be like fifth story news. Omar, takeaway?
My takeaway is you better watch out. Crocheting can kill you.
Yeah, crocheting is taking its toll on Jake, who, by the way, if you're looking at the text line now, another takeaway is F you and your yarn round hook. Have a great day. We'll do it tomorrow. Try to do it better. In the meantime, Omar, take us out.
That they feel that that you know they feel that
The Klein Ally Show. Klein Ally Show mornings. KROQ. K-Rock.